Take a look at the person next to you. Say God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every walk of life, every creed and color, every creed and color. In kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. I feel the love in the sanctuary. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. We come together. We come together.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Springfield. We're going to get started with one of my favorite songs from the Red Hymnal, I'm Ready for a Miracle, number
Hello?
346.
Are we on the piano?
We are on it. Yes.
I'm ready for a miracle, ready for a miracle. I'm ready for a miracle.
Thank you, Gay and Alyssa. Well, as a part of our connection to the Greater Unity Movement, we hold individual ministries in prayer, and this week it was going to be the state of Washington, so we do think of them, but especially this morning. We want to hold in mind all of the people impacted by the flooding in southern Texas. I don't know if you've been to that part of Texas. We have about 20 years ago and visited the hill country and that area around the Guadalupe River. And this is an image here from the Unity Church in Bernie, which is in that area. And we want to join with them and with everybody in holding these people and everybody in prayer. So let us close our eyes for a moment and just send them blessings of love, comfort, support, and see them moving through this experience with what they need and most need to come through it with peace. Thank you, God. Amen. And now we invite Bill Shepard to the platform, our platform assistant today. Come on down.
Good morning. We're so glad you are here with us today, and we extend a special welcome to those of you visiting us today for the first time. On your way in, you should have received a welcome packet, and we also have a gift for you, so please see one of our greeters after today's service. Unity is a worldwide spiritual movement. We are an inclusive community and welcome all people. Today is Birthday Sunday, so we invite those with July birthdays to stand, and we will sing the birthday song to you. Oh, okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're wonderful. Happy birthday to you.
All right, thank you. I have a few announcements to share with you this morning. First of all, join us today after today's service in Margaret Kane Hall for our monthly fellowship potluck and birthday celebration. Reiki treatments will be offered after the potluck today in the chat room. Use the sign-up sheet located in the foyer or ask one of our Reiki practitioners wearing an orange lanyard to receive a free 10 to 15-minute treatment. If you are number 1 and number 2 on the sign-up sheet, go to the chat room after the potluck to begin your treatment. Other participants, please continue to enjoy fellowship in Margaret Kane Hall until you are called by one of the practitioners. The 9 o'clock spiritual speaking class on Sunday mornings is currently studying The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity by Catherine Ponder. Everyone is welcome to attend, and books are available in our bookstore. Wednesday at 5:30, Karen Kelly will lead the gathering meditation via Zoom, creating a sacred, quiet space for introspective meditation. Also, all are welcome to join in the fruit circle with David Tell on Thursday, July 10th at 1 o'clock, held in the sanctuary. Beginners are encouraged to come as well. Also, you are invited to participate in the monthly drumming circle with David on Thursday, July 17th at 6, held in Margaret Kane Hall. Reverend Alder Studebaker is starting his summer talk series today. The Spirituality of the Beatles, which will run through July and August. Check out our flyers for details. Emails are sent out weekly that have information on current happenings and how to join in events. To sign up for our emails, ask a greeter for a yellow card to fill out or visit our website to subscribe. Also, check out our website for up-to-date information at unityofspringfieldil.org, all small letters. We would also like to give thanks to Karen Kelly and Cindy Luton, our two licensed teachers. Thank them for their speaking on June 22nd and the 29th while Reverend Alden was on vacation, so thank you very much. Creating our lives and our world through the thoughts and beliefs we hold in mind is a spiritual principle we practice at Unity of Springfield, and we also know these truths. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. Our mission statement, a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. Our mission statement, we recognize God is love, individualized in all people. Therefore, we provide a positive environment for spiritual growth that empowers all to be God's love in the world. And our youth and family ministry affirmation, our youth and family ministry empowers the next generation with loving kindness and acceptance, creating a safe, sacred space for children, teens, and young adults to explore, discover, and experience spirituality. And Linda Cantor will read today's daily word.
Good morning. Today is July 6th, and the word for today is possibilities. I open my mind to limitless possibilities. There are limits to what my mind can imagine. I may find a challenge too big to overcome or too complex to work through. In the past, I might have avoided such challenges, but today I turn within for guidance. Within my inner sanctuary, I find infinite possibilities. For God, nothing is or ever could be impossible. As a spiritual being, I open my mind so these possibilities can enter my imagination. With spiritual sight, I begin to apprehend what is possible. I emerge from my prayer time filled with inspiration and clarity, ready to take the steps necessary to make my vision a reality. I return again and again to the limitless field of infinite potential where I can claim divine ideas and know the presence and power of God is in and through all things. From Luke chapter 1, verse 37, for nothing will be impossible with God. Again, our word for today is possibilities, and if you would join me in the affirmation, I open my mind to limitless possibilities. Before we hear today's meditation and message from Reverend Alden, let us sing Be Still, page 2 of the Blue Songbook.
In the silence, presence is the answer. In the presence is all I am after. Be still and know. Be still, my soul. In the silence is the answer. In the silence is all I am after. Be still and know. Be still, my soul. Be still, my soul.
Well, let us take a moment to go within and explore the stillness within each of us. We consciously let go of all of those outer pulls, obligations, and distractions as we enter into that place of pure calm, serenity, and peace. And with our next breath, as we breathe in the very power and presence, the peace and love that is the power and presence of Spirit. And we feel it flowing through us as we breathe in. And as we exhale, let us feel that we're letting go of all that is blocking this flow. All the concerns, all the fears, all the frustration, we let it go. And with each breath that we breathe, we feel ourselves more entering this stillness. And when we talk of the inner stillness and peace of God, this peace that passeth understanding, it's not the absence of life or inactivity. It is the very essence of divine energy and life. For when we come from a place of stillness and calm and peacefulness, we are able to fully express the fullness of who we are as spiritual beings. Be still, and know that I am God, the psalmist wrote. These simple words can be our guide to the experience of meditation. And when we're able to become still, to feel ourselves in the flow of Spirit, we can more easily observe our lives, what we're doing, what we're thinking, and what we're feeling. And from this inner perspective, we're able to see where we need some help, some assistance, where we need a solution, a blessing. And from this place of inner stillness, we can become open, receptive, and willing to allow the blessings that we most need come into our lives. And when we're able to come to that place of receptivity and openness, we become a channel, a vessel through which the fullness and infinite nature of Spirit can most easily express and bring into our lives what is needed. And this happens without anxiety, worry, or concern, or wondering how it's going to happen. We leave the how to Spirit. We leave the timing to Spirit. But we prepare ourselves on our own to recognize the blessing when it shows up. Feel yourself accepting the help, the assistance, the blessing that you need. Imagine that your hands are held together with openness. And imagine seeing whatever it is that is needed placed in your hands. It is yours. It is ours. And so for the next couple of minutes, let us sit in the quiet, calm, and peace of this place or wherever you're experiencing this meditation right now. Open, receptive, and willing to receive the help that we need in the silence. from the center of the spiritual being of each of us, from the Christ, from the light, from the calm. We now come forth from this time of meditation, knowing, feeling, believing that the good that we most need is seeking us. The help that we most need is now in the process of showing up in our lives. And we are grateful. And we take this moment now to give thanks for this time of meditation and inner reflection. And we do so in the name and through the power and through the nature of the Christ Spirit within us all. And so it is. Amen. Well, I want to thank everybody who made our vacation possible, particularly these two ladies right here. Thank you so much for covering for me. Well, you did more than cover. You presented great talks, and we appreciate that. And thanks to everybody, Gay and Alyssa for their musical work, and our platform folks today, Bill and Linda, Shelley and Danny back in the tech booth. Hi, guys, back there. And we have a young technician being trained at the moment back there. And Ron and Doris being our greeters today. Chris Farashon for preparing our slides. And I just love the new format. Don't you? Every now and then you just need to freshen it up. And she did such a wonderful job with that. And she continues to keep our church going from afar. Welcome to everybody on Facebook and YouTube today. We have returned from a 2-week road trip. You can see the mileage here on the screen. For those who can't see it, it's 4,902 miles, and we arrived back home on July the 4th. Yeah, we drove across the state of Missouri on 4th of July. Didn't see any fireworks, but it was daytime. And I hope your holiday was a good one, and that you're still kind of enjoying it into the weekend, and we are as well. It's good to be back. We were able to accomplish what we needed to on this trip, which was mainly to see Donna's mother, and please hold her in prayer. We really, she needs it right now, as everybody in the family. And I got to visit with 3 of my high school classmates on the way, and so that was a real treat as well. Now, we'll move ahead from our car's speedometer, odometer. We're starting a whole new series. I like series in the summer because, summer is more of a laid-back time, not as intense, do something fun. Last year, we got to discover the spirituality of trees. And I remember when I proposed it, there were some people that go, really? But, at the end, I think I made some believers out of trees. We had a lot of fun with that, especially when we went outside. Where's Tim Henry? And we did the singing. There we are, out by the old hackberry tree, which is now returned back to the earth, thankfully. It was creaking one day. I could hear it when I was bringing the garbage cans in from the street. And I took a video of it and sent it to the owner. I said, it's creaking. She says, I know, I can hear it. Now it's gone. But anyway, we're going to look at the Beatles and the music of the Beatles for the next couple of months. The spirituality of the Beatles. And maybe you can imagine how difficult it was to select 9 songs out of the 213 songs they recorded while they were together. 188 of them originals. And to narrow it down to 9, I found more that would work, but I got 9. And so this process we're going to go through each Sunday, we'll be listening to the song. We're going to do that in just a moment for today. And when we listen to the song, it's going to be by another artist. We could listen to the Beatles do it. We all know their original versions, their songs. But we're going to listen to tribute bands, or cover bands as they're called, do the song. And the reason why I want to do this is to show how influential the writing of these songs by the Beatles has continued forward, with newer artists discovering them and doing their versions of these songs. And so we're going to look at these artists, and I will talk a little bit about the artists, so maybe you'll get interested. Well, I'm going to go on YouTube and check out some of their other songs. So we're going to watch some today. And we're going to look at the background of the lyrics of the song. We're going to look at the lyrics themselves. We're going to get to sort of what was motivating the Beatles to write the song, and then glean some sort of interpretation, some sort of how-to, something that we can do as a result of listening to this song and looking at the lyrics. And so today, Help. How many of you had this album when you were growing up? How many of you still do? Okay, good, you admitted it. Yeah. How many of you saw the movie? How many of you still have it on VHS or DVD? It's both, don't we? Anyway. It's a fun movie. It's kind of a crazy fun movie. A lot of good music in it. But the main song is what we're going to look at. And so today, we're going to listen to these guys present Help to us.
Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, no, I need someone. Help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind, I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Oh, I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. So help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Oh, I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind, I've opened up the doors. So help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Oh, I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Help me, help me. Ooh. Yes, finally. Oh, but you're the only place that I call home. Moving on as time goes by, it's these little things that keep me by your side.
Just let that soak in. This is Jack and Daisy. A little about them. Jack and Daisy are a British indie folk duo whose rich harmonies and heartfelt songwriting have captivated audiences since they began performing together. From intimate acoustic sets across Europe and the UK, appearances at major UK festivals, the pair have steadily built a reputation for their compelling live performances and authentic artistry. Often compared to legendary acts like Simon and Garfunkel and praised by contemporary artists including Passenger, Jack and Daisy blend the storytelling roots of folk with modern indie sensibility. Drawing inspiration from iconic songwriters such as Bob Dylan and Damien Rice, their music weaves timeless themes with fresh, melodic arrangements. It was a real delight to discover Jack and Daisy for me as a music aficionado. They were born in the UK, but they grew up in Spain, probably because the weather's better. And when I was looking for help, I didn't find a lot of tribute or cover versions of the song for some reason. I just didn't find that many. And then I found yours. And you know, there's something about seeing somebody this young. They are probably Gen Z in age, in their 20s. And they're playing music that's probably older than their parents. But you can sense their energy, their connection to the lyrics, the music. And to see young artists do this, and I'm going to be showing you others throughout this series, to see how it's carried on. And if you're interested in Jack and Daisy, well, check them out on YouTube. Just put in Jack and Daisy on YouTube. You can pull up a lot of their versions of a lot of older songs and some of their own. So what about help? Help. Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, you know I need someone. Help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone and I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind. I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can. I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone and I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind. I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? With most of the Beatles songs, they were mostly written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And although they were somewhat individually written, it's not like one of them wrote them 100%, but there was like the main writer. And then the other one would maybe help out a little bit in helping put the song together. But they're always attributed to the duo. So when you see a John Lennon, Paul McCartney song, it's attributed to both of them, even though one of them was maybe the main force behind it. It's just like the Rolling Stones. You know I love the Stones, right? Jagger and Richards. There are Mick songs and there are Keith songs. There are John songs and there are Paul songs. This is a John song. This is a John song. And John Lennon, I've read a lot of thoughts he had about his songs over the years. I've been a fan, of course, the Beatles. I think we've all been fans of the Beatles since we were younger. He considered this song one of the best songs that he ever wrote. And if you watch videos of the Beatles performing this song, which they did do in concerts, John sings the lead. And it's a really great song, isn't it? It's why we're starting the series with this song, because it speaks to the heart of the human experience directly. So we're going to look at the background of the song. What was going on behind the scenes? What was in the mind of the songwriter? And what are they trying to convey to us? What did he want us to understand, to feel, to do as a result of the song? John Lennon expressed this idea as a result of the stress that he was feeling because of the quick rise of their fame. He also said, "I was fat, depressed, and I was crying out for help." Wow. Ian MacDonald, record producer, said this. He describes the song as the first crack in the protective shell Lennon had built around his emotions during the Beatles' rise to fame, an important milestone in his songwriting style. Help was a breakthrough song for John Lennon. He let go of the shell that he built around himself, the cocoon. And he wrote the song from his experience, from his soul, from his heart, and not just to produce a product. We know there are some songwriters, maybe they're told, well, we need a song for this, and they produce the product because that's what they do. They're songwriters, and the Beatles did a lot of that too. But this song was from here. This song was from his emotions, from his experience. Yeah, it's a product, but a pretty good product, and a really great song. And you've got to think that millions of people have been uplifted by hearing this song and encouraged by this song. We all need help every now and then. We're not islands. Of course, I'm thinking of a song, I Am a Rock, I Am an Island, Paul Simon song. That's true too, that's an awesome song. But we are not islands. We are not all 100% self-sufficient. We're spiritual beings expressing as human beings. And as human beings, we live with other human beings, and we help each other along the way. That's the deal. That's what human life is possible. That's what we're here on this planet for. And if we try to go it alone, 100% alone, I'm just going to be unto myself, we will ultimately get to the point of where John Lennon was and ask for help, because we can't do it all by ourselves. We have to ask somebody for help. And the song kind of says that when we were younger, we were invincible. Do you ever notice younger people and how invincible they can be? And you're going, oh God. I didn't need anybody's help in any way. We were know-it-alls when we were younger. We knew everything. We had it figured out. I know I had it figured out when I was younger, when I was first ordained. For those of you who can't see the speech bubble there, with my ordination, I will prove what a ministerial genius I am. That's me at the Unity Inn, circa, I love saying circa, 1984. Mm-hmm. Somebody snapped that shot at me. And there I am all dressed up with my tie, my shirt. You know, I haven't worn a shirt and a pair of pants like this or shoes in the last 2 weeks. But I made the effort to come here today to speak to everybody. Yeah, you're going, oh, cut it out. But that's how we can be when we're younger, you know? We think we got it all figured out. But after 40 years plus of being in this role, this occupation, this job, you come to the conclusion. And you have a revelation. You have a revelation. This revelation was in my office in Bonita Springs, Florida. And you can tell it was Florida because it's in black and white, right? I must confess that in 40 years, since one photo to the other, I've had a lot of help along the way. I've had this and that along the way. And we've all had moments when we weren't so self-assured. Maybe we were wrong about our ideas on how to do things, how to accomplish something, how to do our job. And what's most important about the aspect of what we do or where to place our focus. Because when we're younger, we know where we're going to focus. But the more we get along, we become open, receptive to help. I'm going to share with you right now what I've learned about ministry in less than a minute. Are you ready? Okay. People will forget some awesome sermon you gave, but they'll remember the time you spent counseling them for the loss of a loved one. But you still have to show up on Sunday and bring your A game anyway. Everything else is less important. You know, I've been asked to mentor new ministers coming into the field. I was a little reluctant at first, but then I finally agreed. They haven't assigned me anybody yet. But I'm just going to start off with this statement. I'm just going to say that to whoever, and then you figure it out from there. But ask me questions. I'll try to help. We're all a little reticent or uncomfortable about asking for help, aren't we? We may feel embarrassed that we have to ask for help. And we have to learn to let go of our pride, our ego, our sense of inability to do it all, to let go of the image maybe we have of ourselves of being totally together. We have to let go of that. And admit to ourselves that we need a little lift up. We need some advice, insight, or maybe something more substantive than that. You know what the French word is for help? Aide. Aide. Yeah, aid. Jesus suggested that we ask for help. Here we go. Matthew 7:7. Ask, and it'll be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened for you. Jesus is saying, ask for help. When you need it, ask for help. I think there are going to be a lot of people in the next couple of years who are going to need to learn to ask for a little extra help. You know, given the legislation by our federal government, signed into law July 4th, there's timing for you, huh? There'll be a lot of our fellow human beings who are going to be needing aid. And since the usual way of receiving aid will not be there, will not be helping with that extra lift, where's the aid going to come from? It's going to come from all of us. In our own household, this will be a consideration and a discussion as this legislation moves forward. Maybe it will be in yours or somebody you know. Until this legislation is reversed and aid is reinstated, we're going to have to step it up with our fellow human beings, encouraging those impacted to let their needs be known. Remember, we can be uncomfortable about asking for help or trying to figure stuff out on our own. But to encourage others to just tell me what you need. And to prayerfully partner with them to explore how to manifest what they most need to help their situation. To come up with creative solutions that will make a difference, that will really provide what they most need. And I was encouraged to hear our governor speak lately about this situation affirmatively, and that there will be help for folks. Help is a human word. Help is a spiritual word. And it means I am open to all the good I need to live my life successfully and abundantly. Together, I am open to all the good I need to live my life successfully and abundantly. Abundantly and successfully, too. I wrote it down wrong in my notes. I need help. I need a lot of help. Thank you for providing the help. Now, this song is a multi-dimensional and impactful, depending upon whether it's the greater country or world we live in, or was just individual person. Human beings are here to help one another. Not do it all for somebody, but to provide enough help along the way. I remember back when I was helping to support my family. I'm not talking about my current family. I'm talking about my father, my mother, my two sisters, and my brother. And I was the sole source of income. I went and had a job. We were living in San Mateo, California. Not the cheapest place in the world to live, by the way. And there were times when our rent got, like, where are we going to get it? And somehow, some way, a check would show up in the mail, an anonymous check. And we don't know where it came from. We were members of the Unity Church in San Francisco, and maybe somebody picked up that we needed some help. But that showed up. I haven't forgotten that. It's okay to receive that kind of help. It's okay to be the person who provides that kind of help, too. We figure it out. So help is a cool word. Aid, if you like the French word, is a cool word. And why not hear the song again now? This will be by some different artists. These boys are from Tennessee.
Happy Sweet Saturday, everybody. We are Sweet Fever here once
Turn
again.
up.
We're going to be doing Help by the Beatles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, you know I need someone. Help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. I'm gonna finally change my mind and open up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? younger than today. I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. And now I finally changed my mind and opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me.
The group Sweet Fever, look them up on YouTube as well. They do some cool versions of songs. Well, now we're going to do a little opening ourselves up to the spirit of song as we sing number 49 in the Blue Book, Life is Happening for Me. We are ready.
Life is happening for me, I can't get it wrong. When I ask, it's always given. I'm more than enough to see my dreams come true. When I live in my highest vibration, for I'm a physical manifestation of all that is, all that is. Yes, I'm a physical manifestation of all that is, all that is. Life is happening for me, I can't get it wrong. When I ask, it's always given. I'm more than enough to see my dreams come true. When I live in my highest vibration, for I'm a physical manifestation of all that is, all that is. Yes, I'm a physical manifestation of all that is, all that is.
Thank you, composer Gay Kick and pianist, and Alyssa, our premier song leader. Well, now we have an opportunity to share of our love, of our treasure with our ministry, Unity of Springfield. So if you have an offering to share today, there are bowls in the back in front of the church to receive your offering. You can also donate electronically by going to our website, unityofspringfieldil.org. There should be a donate link on your screen if you're watching right now on YouTube or Facebook. You can also text to give at 217-335-4121 or mail us a check right here at 417 East Cordelia, Springfield, Illinois, 62703. I learned that speed by watching certain commercials. Now let us join in our offering affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Amen. Let us now join together in praying our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let us now rise, form a circle as we sing together. Let there be peace on earth.